Hello, I am Kajal Giri. In this video, I'll be discussing about variable voltage, variable frequency control of induction motor. So let's start. When we talk about the speed control of induction motor, we go for the voltage control. But for the high power applications, the voltage control is not preferable because when the speed is low, efficiency of the motor decreases. When we want to control the speed of an induction motor efficiently, we need to vary both the voltage and the frequency. So let's see the circuit diagram of the induction motor and the relevant equations. In this circuit diagram, we have here is RS, here LS, LR prime referred from the primary side, RR prime by S. Here applied voltage is V and rotor current is IR prime. From this circuit diagram, we can find out the rotor current, that is IR prime. IR prime here is applied voltage V divided by root over of resistance square, that is Rs plus Rr prime by S whole square plus reactance square, that is 2 pi F Ls plus Lr prime whole square. By further simplifying this equation, we can get the IR prime equation, that is V by under root Rs plus Rr prime by S whole square plus 4 pi square F square Ls plus Lr prime whole square. For the speed control, we have to find maximum value of the torque, and the maximum torque of the induction motor occurs from the maximum slip. The maximum slip, that is S max T, is equal to plus minus Rr prime divided by Rs square plus Xs plus Xr prime whole square. Here we have two values of maximum slip. Positive value is for the motoring condition and the negative value is for the braking condition. Here this part is the reactance part. Xs is the stator reactance and the Xr prime is the rotor leakage reactance. Xs is equal to 2 pi F Ls, Xr prime is equal to 2 pi F Lr prime. We know that torque equation is given by T equal to 3 by omega ms IR prime square into Rr prime by S. Now if we put both the value of the IR prime and S max T in the torque equation, we can get the equation for the maximum torque, that is 3 by 2 omega ms into V square divided by Rs plus minus root over of Rs square plus Xs plus Xr prime whole square. This equation 5 is given for the maximum torque. Here we can see maximum torque is directly proportional to V square. If we replace the reactance in the equation 5 by the frequency, we will get the T max as equal to 3 by 2 omega ms V square divided by Rs plus minus root over of Rs square plus 4 pi square F square into Ls plus Lr prime whole square. Now if we divide F from the previous equation, we will get the equation as this. Here we get the omega ms. Omega ms is synchronous speed. It is a function of the frequency. Its value is equal to 2 pi f divided by p by 2. Putting the value of the omega ms in this equation, we will get, and solving this, we will get this T max is equal to some constant k into V by f whole square divided by Rs by f plus minus root over of Rs by f whole square plus 4 pi square into Ls plus Lr prime square. Here this k value is 3p by 8 pi. So when we talk about the high power applications, normally the frequency is high. So for high value of frequency, this Rs by f is much smaller than the reactive part, that is 2 pi Ls plus Lr prime. So in the denominator of the equation 6, that is here the equation 6, Rs by f part is neglected. So the T max can be written as T max is equal to k into V by f whole square divided by 2 pi Ls plus Lr prime. This equation 7 gives the maximum torque equation for large frequency. So T max remains constant when V by f remains constant. This type of control is often called as constant volt per hertz control. When the frequency is low, Rs by f can no longer be neglected and Rs by f will dominate. So to maintain some torque, we have to increase V by F. Hence V by F is increased for lower frequency to account for the stator resistance drop. Here if we see the relation between V by F, when frequency is high, this is the path, that is a straight line from the origin. But when frequency is low, we have to increase V by F to this, and the path will be this. So from this relation we can get the value of voltage at any frequency. But when we reach at the rated frequency, we also reach at the rated voltage. Beyond the rated frequency or rated voltage, voltage is further not increased. Because induction motor have some insulation, and if we increase the voltage beyond the rated voltage, it will be stressed. So we cannot increase beyond the rated voltage. So let's see how we implement this in the induction motor. So we take a open loop control. Here we give frequency response to a delay block, and it gives the frequency reference. We also want a voltage reference for the variable voltage variable frequency control. So we give this frequency to the previously discussed V by F relation and found a voltage reference. This voltage reference and frequency reference fed to the variable voltage variable frequency inverter. Here the input is DC input and the output is AC output, 3-phase AC output, and it is given to the induction motor. So when we change the frequency, it cannot be changed abruptly because it may cause instability. So it has to be changed slowly. That's why we have delay block. In this control, as we are varying the frequency, the voltage is also changed in accordance with the V by F relation. So we maintain V by F constant. So this will ensure the torque of the motor is constant. So let's see how the torque speed characteristics of the induction motor when supplied from the variable voltage variable frequency inverter looks like. So here we have the torque speed characteristics. In this here we have torque and here we have omega m. So up to the synchronous speed, we have the maximum torque is constant because V by F is constant. But above the synchronous speed, the torque decreases because above the synchronous speed voltage does not increase, only frequency increases. So V by F decreases and ultimately torque also decreases. So here above the synchronous speed, we have the constant power region, and below the synchronous speed we have constant torque region. Here we see positive T max and negative T max. Positive T max is for the motoring condition and negative T max is for the braking condition. So this is all about the variable voltage variable frequency control of induction motor. Thank you.